Glub, 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 glub.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Rockwell Steakhouse.
You're here for another episode of the Brew Review Cruise special edition of the Mini Mash here at Maumee Bay Brewing Company. We are here, as Corey said, in Rockwell Steakhouse, which is just one of the very many places that you can eat here at the Oliver House in Toledo. So whatever mood you're in for, the Oliver House can suit that need.
Today we're going to be trying out a double IPA.
It's supposed to be a little West-Coast style, and you can hear more about that beer from the brewer himself right now.
Thursday is a Mosaic, Galaxy, and Chinook double IPA. It's 8.6% alcohol. It's 100 IBUs. It's basically bitter with Chinook, so add some caddy pininess to that. It's just really heavy-handed with Mosaic and Galaxy at the end of the boil, and also dry hop with both of those varieties. Again, this is more refined towards like a West-Coast Style Double IPA. It finishes really dry. It finishes really crisp. It just really lets those hops really pop. We don't have any name for it, so we kind of got the generic Mosaic Galaxy Chinook Double IPA.
Sounds pretty delicious. I cannot wait to dive in. The way he described it sounds like it's going to be phenomenal.
Right, so let's take a sniff and see what we think. I mean, it is, man, that is just like a great piney, like tree sap pine like type aroma. It's almost syrupy bitter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you're right on there. It smells as good as any West Coast double IPA. It's got that pine sol kind of quality, that really lemony, piney, hoppy aroma. It's really aromatic and fresh, and it smells delicious.
But no, you're right. Lemon and hops and pine are the things that you're going to get from this. I mean, it is like walking through a pine grove. It is phenomenal smelling.
Yeah, you didn't see this off camera, but I literally picked a hop out of my beer, and I'm not kidding. There was a hop in my beer.
A little bit of a pellet of hop. I don't know how they got through, but
it's literally that hoppy. Yes. But there's a hop in my beer.
I hope that hoppiness transfers into amazing flavor. So, Ron, why don't we dive in?
Dive in? Cheers.
Wow. That's unreal. That is one of the best beers Maumee Bay has put out. Like, year-round, experimental, anything. That's one of the better beers I've ever had from here.
Yeah. That's probably one of the best beers that they offer. As you said, I mean, it's phenomenal. I mean, it tastes as good as any West Coast IPA I've had.
Yeah.
I mean, there's obviously different styles of that West Coast. Sometimes they're more dank than others, like Pliny, or sometimes more tropical. I mean, I know that's the other coast, but as heady topper. But for a West Coast IPA, it's dry. Mm-hmm. It's piney as all get out. Yeah. It's hoppy. It's fresh.
Yeah. It's
very good. It matches that aroma perfectly, and it's really well balanced.
Right. I kind of imagine if this was like pine branches and lemon peel soaked into like a tea, that this is kind of what it would be like. But then you're right. It's very drinkable though, so it's balanced. It's got enough of malt bill in there that it'll actually cut through some of the hoppiness. But those hops just explode. I mean, it is a hop bomb for sure.
I bet if we did a blind tasting and I had no idea which beer was a Maumee Bay beer, this would just blend so well. I mean, and that's not to say that Maumee Bay doesn't do awesome beer, because they do. Yeah. But this one is like in a league of its own. Yeah. I mean, really, and trust me, we're not just saying that because we're here at Maumee Bay.
Sure.
We're paying for these beers like everybody else is, and we have nothing to gain or lose by telling the truth. This one is phenomenal.
Yeah. You mentioned this kind of in between takes. It reminds you of Alpine's Duet, and I think that is a great comparison. I mean, you're right. It's like the perfect West Coast style beer. There is, now I know he didn't use Nelson, but there's a little hint of like a garlicky, oniony type hop.
I get that.
But I still like it.
Yeah.
you know, and I hate Nelson, we know this. But I still like it. Like I said, just that the lemon and the malt and the pine just all blends together perfectly. I mean, this is a really well done beer.
I know this is just an experimental beer, but for how good this is, they'd be crazy not to have this a year-round release.
Right.
I mean, this is really, truly fantastic. If they stuck with this could be their thing.
Yeah, this could be what they're known for. Maybe it's because IPAs are always really popular, but it's just
everybody does IPAs. Right. This one is really
good.
Out.
It does stand out. You're right, and that's one of those things. Like, how are you going to make yourself different from the rest of the crowd? You make a phenomenal beer, and this is what we got. I think tomorrow you're going to see us in yet another location, so we'll find out. And tomorrow's brew is actually supposed to be top secret. It's their special release, and if you watch our brewery preview with Clint and John here, you'll get to see what the special release is. But if you didn't, you're going to have to come here and get surprised. We tried it straight out of the fermenter just to give a little taste beforehand, before it's carbonated or anything. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and I think this one's going to appeal to a wide variety of beer drinkers.
It's one of the more experimental type beers. I've never heard of a beer like this. It's one of a kind, really. So join us tomorrow. It's going to be great.
All right, guys, and for tomorrow and for the rest of our days, remember,
we're the Brew Review Crew.
We'll review.
A brew for you.
Cheers. Hey guys, like that review? Click on the video for our previous episode.
You want to check out your favorite beer by the style? Click on the logo in the top left corner.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Cheers.